Welcome back to another episode of What We Eating. Today's episode is going to be easy homemade sloppy joes. Okay, I got my little sidekick here with me. Say hey. All right, let's get started. All right, so here I have 2 pounds of ground meat. So what I want to do first, I'm going to put my heat on probably about a 6, and I'm just going to add a tablespoon of vegetable oil. Whatever type of oil you want to use, you can. That's fine with you. But I'm using vegetable oil. 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm just going to let that melt before I add my ground meat in here. I'm just going to let that go ahead and melt on down. Got my honey helping me today.
Hello, everybody. Everybody, hello.
You popping that soda. He's over here popping soda, y'all. Alright, so we're gonna get that melted down some. And once that melts down, then I'll add my meat. Alright, so now that I have the oil and butter melted, I'm going to use 2 pounds of ground meat, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that. And y'all, you don't have to use ground meat, you know, for these sloppy joes. These are homemade sloppy joes that I'm making. You can use turkey, which turkey is really good as well. So you can use whatever you want to use, basically. But I'm using ground meat today. Like I said, you can use turkey. And while that is in there real quick, I'm going to wash my hands and I shall return shortly. Alright, so while that's cooking, you want to break your meat up into crumbles as it cooks. As it browns, just break it up really good. You don't want to get really big chunks for these sloppy joes. The sloppy joes are really, really easy to make. The homemade sloppy joes are. I used to make them with the cans, but you know, nothing like some good old homemade sloppy joes. I'm gonna turn my fire up a little bit to about a 7.5. And I'm gonna go ahead and let this brown, and while it's browning, I'm just gonna keep on crumbling it up. Alright, so now that the ground meat is browned, I'm just going to drain all this grease off of here because you don't want all that on your sloppy joes. Okay. Just drain all that grease off of there. Now I'm going to just put this back in my pan. Not setting that over there for me, baby.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so once you do that, now I want to add a 1/2 cup of large onion. This is, well, I say it's about 1/2 cup, but it's 1/2 of a large onion. I just want to add that in there with it. And 1 small bell pepper. I'm going to add that in there too. And I'm going to cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes until these veggies are softened. And I'll be back.
Well, where you going?
What you mean, where am I going?
You say you'd be back?
I don't know.
We can handle 2 minutes of chop time.
What? If I wanna.
So,
Yes.
I'm glad he asked the questions people want.
Listen. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so why are you doing this stirring right now? Okay, you make the seasoning, the sauce in another bowl?
No, everything's gonna go in this pan.
Everything goes in the pan, so it's not a lot of dishes to wash. That's good.
Yeah, everything's just gonna go right on in.
Okay.
In this same pan right here.
Alright, okay. So you are approaching 100 subscribers with about 6 months, 5 months of videos.
Yeah, I think it's about 6 months or so. Yeah.
So how you feel about it?
It's good. I'm excited.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. When we started this, we didn't know if anybody would want to watch or not.
I know.
Turn out somebody want to know what we eat.
Yeah. If it ain't nothing but a bologna sandwich.
That's bologna sandwich. Hey, that video coming soon. Don't make me do it, y'all.
Oh, man. I don't like bologna. I'm just going to be honest.
I fry it till it bubbles, cut the slits, and make a sandwich, and that'll be it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't eat bologna. I mean, I will, but I don't like it.
Y'all, she's telling the truth. She really don't eat it, but she will. Because it's been times when early in our marriage, we ate bologna a few nights.
Yeah, we did.
And sometimes with all the kids we got now, the way they eat the food, we'll go to bologna. Well, you don't eat the bologna, but sandwiches. We'll say sandwiches.
Yeah.
I like salami too.
Oh yeah, now I'll eat salami. I will. I'll eat salami. I'll eat ham and turkey, of course.
Okay, y'all, she's still just waiting, so I'm just filling the airtime. Y'all don't get mad. I'm not throwing off topic. Stay with me. Don't leave. We are now about to approach. It is November 2020. And we are now coming into December and soon 2021. I don't know if you guys had any, what you call it for the year?
What?
Your plans for the year.
Resolutions?
Resolutions. And did you guys make any of them? This right here was a part of my resolution that you're looking at now, was to push my wife in her creativity world and myself.
All right, real quick, yeah, he did. He pushed me into doing this, and I love it. I'm glad he did. I have 3 cloves of garlic that I'm just going to throw right on in there. I'll let that cook a little bit until it's fragrant.
Hey, if y'all want to do twice the amount of garlic, it's all good. I love garlic.
Yeah, I just did 3 cloves.
It's smelling good too, y'all. I'm going to see about getting that scratch and sniff microphone.
What?
Scratch and sniff microphone.
Oh.
Don't you know one of them little things you could buy with scratch and sniff? You scratch it and it smelled like whatever was on the picture. It was some kind of picture when we were kids.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, so now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. You can add a little bit more if you want to. I need a little bitty spoon so I can kind of...
You need to scrape them.
Yeah.
Scrape them.
And just add that tomato paste to that. That's all you got to do. Add that tomato paste in there.
I wonder how many people watching is actually make their own sloppy joes like this.
Probably a lot. And I also have, this is 3/4 cups of water. I might not add all of it, I don't know, but I'm just gonna add, I'm gonna add all that water in there. And I'll probably add a little bit more.
Today will be my first time that I know of, unless my grandmother did it before I was old enough to know what she was doing. Eating homemade sloppy joes.
No, it's not.
You've done it?
Yeah, long time ago.
I wasn't in the kitchen, y'all. So she must have did it right, because I thought it was Manwich or whatever brand.
The can. I told them that I used to make it with I do with the cans often, but
I didn't even know. See, she slipped that in on me, y'all.
1 cup of ketchup that I want to add in here too.
The scraper.
you know, you were eating.
Yeah, got it. Bam.
But you can tell the difference, can't you?
I thought I was eating the same. I'm telling you. So that means you knew what you was doing.
I guess so.
I ate it up. I probably put a slice of cheese on it, like I'm gonna do today.
Yeah. Well, just stir that ketchup on in there. And if you want to add, I always taste your food. If you want to add a little bit more ketchup, tomato paste, by all means, do so. All right, so I added the ketchup. Now I'm going to add a tablespoon of brown sugar. Throw that in there.
I wish I could sing how to
stir that up in there. And I probably will add a little bit more ketchup. I want my, the way it looks right now, I want that more, the more redness. I'll probably do a little bit more tomato paste too. Like I said, taste your food. Okay, so now that I added that, I also have a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. I'm gonna call it W sauce, okay? Worcestershire.
A W sounds good.
Worcestershire sauce.
Hot twister.
W sauce.
Peter Pepper, pick the pepper.
Okay.
Peter Piper, pick the pepper, however you say it.
No, that ain't it.
Tomatoes.
Okay. Tablespoon of salt, tablespoon of pepper, tablespoon of chili powder, and tablespoon of cumin. And we're gonna throw that right on in there too.
Damn.
Can you get me just a little bit more water, like about a half a cup or so?
Alright, I think I'm gonna go to the mountains for this water. This is spring fresh. It took a day's journey to get this water for you.
I'm just gonna add just a little bit, not much. Set it to the side because you might need to add a little bit more if you need to. Alright, so now we're going to let that simmer just a little bit right after I add a little bit of mustard to it. And you're going to use a tablespoon of mustard. I'm going to rinse this off a little bit. Alright, so here's my tablespoon of mustard that I want to add that right on in there too.
Tangy.
Just stir all that up. And like I said, I'm gonna add probably just a little bit more tomato paste and ketchup because I want it a little bit redder. Y'all know I really don't measure my stuff. You know, I just cook it and add taste, you know, whatever I need to do. But I try to give y'all measurements so y'all will know. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, those who ride with us, they know the name of the show. It's what we eating.
Yeah.
And don't say shelf. It
I'm
say
gonna
what we
add just a little bit, just like that. Okay, we ain't gonna measure it.
This is stuff you can cook at home on your stove.
Yeah, this is what we eat.
That's it.
Looks good.
Y'all, I know we told y'all we Cowboy fans. My heart goes out to Prescott. I wish him quick healing.
Add a little bit more tomato paste.
More tomato paste.
Yeah, we definitely want to
Wish him real quick healing, and hope everything going well for him. But my Cowboys is out of there. Unless a miracle falls on the star, we out this far. And a year we should have. I'm just gonna get back to these sloppy joes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's get back to the cooking.
Tomorrow's Sunday. That's what.
Who they play tomorrow anyway?
I done gave up on them so much I can't even. Oh, Pittsburgh still.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That don't even turn it. Don't even worry. If you're going to church, take 2 services. Put in some extra prayer for the boys.
All right, y'all. Guess what? Your sloppy joe is done. Okay, look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit just to let it simmer some more. Turn it down to about a 5. And I'm gonna heat up Leroy over here because I'm gonna toast some buns. Okay, I'm gonna toast some buns. And you don't have to toast your buns if you don't want to. But I'm gonna toast the bun with this sloppy joe. All right. All right, y'all. So I have Leroy Good and Warm, and I have a tablespoon of butter. And I just want to let that melt down because I'm going to toast some buns for these sloppy joes. Yeah, do it just like that. I just have some buns. I'm going to roll it around just a little bit in here, let it brown. I think that'll be good. All right, so my buns are brown. Look at that. That looks good, huh? Think that'll be all right. I'm gonna turn this off a little bit. And then we're gonna make these sloppy joes. All right, so I'm gonna brown some more of these buns up. That looks good. So we can get ready to eat because we are hungry. And we eating sloppy joes on what we eat. All right, y'all, so we have my husband here to do the taste test of these sloppy joes, homemade sloppy joes, and they are so easy. Go ahead, babe. You want to show it to them? Go ahead. And all I did was make some potato salad and ranch style beans to go with it. All right.
All right, y'all. I'm going in. Man, I feel like I'm eating barbecue almost.
What?
Man, this is going on. I'm gonna have to put another one of these on the plate.
Yeah, I'll make you some more.
Oh yeah, because after this, y'all, I'm going home. Sorry. But thank you for watching. Stick with my wife. She's doing her thing. We're coming up on a new year, so we're gonna try to do more shows and add a little new flavor in there when she hits that 100, because I know that's right around the corner. Y'all heard Jamal. Jamal, you wanna say hi? Come on, say hi real fast before we say bye. Say hi.
Say hi.
So y'all make sure y'all subscribe, give a thumbs up, make a comment, share, like, all that good stuff. So until next time, as my wife say,
On what we eat. Peace.